Wilita Sanguma is a Congolese immigrant who escaped from the war-torn Congo to America when he was only 10 years old.
My story really started in 1998. I remember going with my family to church, and we sat in and we were singing, and as we stopped with the music, we heard this buzzing noise, and we weren't really sure what it was. It sounded like a plane, and the pastor, realizing what's kind of the confusion around, amongst the congregation, and right as he got up and started speaking, all we heard was this loud boom. And from that loud boom, I just remember falling on the ground. About 2 seconds later, we heard all these just metals just banging on the side of the church and on the roof. I remember as we got out of the church, all I did was just run. I did not know where my mom was. I didn't know where my sister was. I didn't know where my brother was. Everything just didn't matter really, and I just started running for like a safe place. I didn't even know where I was going. Finally, we all kind of came to one location, and I remember seeing my mom, my sister, and my brother, and just being really excited and having this sense of like weight just lifted over me. From then on, my mom was like, we can't stay here. And we literally didn't even go back to our home, and we just went to the actual city, which is called Gemena.
In Gemena, Wilita's family made a deal with a truck driver to pose as his family. That truck ride to escape the Congo will last an entire week. And throughout that week, the entire family would stop at multiple military checkpoints where they would be threatened with guns to their faces and sometimes even death. But what Wilita saw at the last checkpoint haunts him to this day.
When we got there, we knew something just bad happened because everything seemed really fresh. You can see smokes coming from this small city that was there, like on a mountain. I just remember getting out of the truck and turning to my right. And as I looked to the ground, I just saw as I look to the ground, I can just see family, I can see people, and just burnt, not just shot, but people burnt, and not just adults, but you can see kids younger than me. You can see grandparents. You can see mothers and fathers, and I can still smell it. I can still see it. I can still feel it. I can still feel the anger. And I think that made me just realize what we as people can really do and the evilness that we people can partake in. And the hatred that I had for people, the hatred that I had that all these just treacherous things that people can do to each other, to people that, one, don't deserve it. Because for me, I was thinking, what did this baby do to deserve being burned? Or what did this old grandparents do to deserve this? And so that definitely was a pivotal moment, I think, in my life. After going through that, we were able to escape.
In the neighboring country of Cameroon, they were able to get the paperwork they needed to enter the United States. Wilita lived in Pasadena until he came to USF about 5 years ago to specialize in peace and conflict studies.
I think an advice that I would give is, and it's very burdensome, but to not live life for yourself. Like almost live as if the life is not your own. You not only owe it for yourself, but for like people that don't have the privilege that you have. Because I remember one time I had this epiphany of, well, here's what you can do. You can continue to be bitter and blame everyone else and think people are evil and horrible and all that stuff. Or you can do something about it and try to prevent that from other people going through what you went through. Then why don't you be a voice so other people don't have to experience those injustices as well too.